And with just a day to go for Sabarimala Shrine to reopen, there's a massive gathering that's going on with the BJP leading the protest march to the Secretariat in Thiruvananthapuram. My colleague Nagarjun Dwarkanath is speaking to some of the protesters. Let's cut across and listen in.
Belief. For that, government has to take initiative.
So the Chief Minister says this is a very progressive move from the Supreme Court. Nothing wrong in women going to temples.
He's an atheist. He can make any view. But lakhs of ladies are in the street for such a demand. And 90% of the ladies, Hindu ladies in Kerala, they are having such a belief, and belief has to be protected. That is basic. Constitution also demands protection of the basic right, fundamental right of faith in the religion, faith in the spiritual life.
So in the next 2 days, the temple is being opened for women. What's your next step from here? The temple will be open. How are you going to face this?
That devotees will decide, and we will support any reasonable cause of the devotees.
Thank you so much. That was BJP Kerala State President Mr. Sridharan Pillai saying that it's basic right to demand, and here they are walking towards the Secretariat from here in the outskirts of Trivandrum, Pattam Junction, asking the state government to file a review petition and also to respect the faith of Hindus. Nagarjun Dwarkanath in Trivandrum for India Today.
Okay, the protest going on right now, and these are the live visuals of that protest march that has been organized by the BJP outside the Secretariat in Thiruvananthapuram. The BJP demanding that the state government files a review petition, which they haven't decided to do so because the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has clearly maintained that they respect the Supreme Court orders and has outrightly refused to challenge the SC orders, saying that there are some vested interests who are out there to disrupt the secular fabric of the state. Rahul Easwar joins us for more on this. Rahul, I've been listening to you, and you've of course been the face of this entire campaign. Now, what do you plan to do? We are seeing protests, being held, but will you go ahead and defy the Supreme Court's order? Will you actually take law into your own hands?
Absolutely no. We believe in the Gandhian way of protest. We believe in non-violent, non-communal and peaceful way of protest. Absolutely, we will be lying down on the road, and those who have to intrude will have to step on our chest and go. This is a constitutionally allowable, legally tenable and a Gandhian way of protest. And thousands of people are with us. We will be having prayer from Sabarimala from tomorrow onwards. Nilakal, already our Adivasi tribal women are blocking the roads. So we will definitely put up a very spirited fight, and we will point out it's a very non-violent.
But Rahul, okay, if you're talking about the path of Mahatma Gandhi and you're speaking of, taking the Gandhian way, etc., let's be fair. It was a 4-1 majority verdict when the Supreme Court revoked the ban on entry of women. There were many political parties who said something then and now are singing a completely different tune. Don't you think politics has also kind of overshadowed the entire movement?
And I would never like to have a negative or criticizing approach to anyone. We thank all the major political parties, including BJP, Congress, and a huge percentage of silent PPM supporters to our movement. This is a movement called Mahatma Gandhi to Mariganda or Ayyappa, and this is from Pallikattu.
But Rahul, there has been a complete volte-face. There has been a turnaround. BJP saying something completely contrary to what they claim today.
Yeah, maybe I'm not denying that. No, when the Honorable Supreme Court verdict came, everyone was caught in a fix. Only a handful of our devotees were passionate enough to put up a spirited fight. So every political party then came and supported us, just like Jallikattu. So I would request to all parties, BJP, Congress and Communists, to stand together just like in Jallikattu, so that we can save Sabarimala and all the temples of India and all the other communities saved too. And please remember, Christian Muslim organizations have come out on road and started sloganeering for Sabarimala. Muslim organizations have officially called a meeting, and they extended formally their support to save Sabarimala. Christian MLAs are going.
But by stating, Rahul, that you're taking the Gandhian way to protest peacefully, but by laying on the streets and creating these obstacles and challenges for those Ayyappa devotees, those women devotees who want to enter, isn't that unfair and unjust? Doesn't that go against the law of the land?
Thousands of women are out on streets. They are doing fast. For the past 7 to 8 days, they are already out on the road. And 10,000 of people are peacefully protesting the entire thing. 1 or 2 negative statements might have come. We have apologized for that. We have asked for forgiveness. See, we are not professional politicians or we are not professionally into this. Some mistakes may have happened from our side. We are open to correction. We would request the media to be critical of us and give us feedback so that we can nuance and moderate and reform our protest. But
Are you taking the guarantee then, Rahul, that there will be no incidents of violence? Are you saying that it was going to be a peaceful demonstration and, you know, that there will be no situation where the law and order situation could arise?
I personally assure that there will be, I am meeting with the police in charge. I am also meeting with the DGP and the police in charge of Sabarimala today. So I personally assure there will be it will be non-violent, non-political and non-communal. We want to be very inclusive.
But why can't there not be a consensus? I mean, Gandhi also advocates peace. Why can't there be, you know, a consensus on this matter?
We are only requesting, and one more thing, ma'am, we are only requesting for 5 days. We are requesting for 125 hours because Supreme Court is closed now. We have already filed the review petition before the Supreme Court closes, but they are only going to take it upon 22nd. So we are requesting our feminists, our less liberal friends, for a mere 5 days or around 125 hours, so that we can again
Supreme Court had already denied an urgent hearing of all of those review petitions. Your own Chief Minister does not believe in what's happening today in Kerala. He feels that there are vested interests involved. There is a deliberate attempt to destroy the secular fabric of the state.
They are communists, they are leftists, they don't believe in God. They have proclaimed that they are atheists. So when they have officially proclaimed that they are atheists and they don't believe in the idea of God, they should be pressurizing, they shouldn't be pressurizing us.
But Rahul, I have never seen a situation like this in Kerala. I personally have lived in Kerala. I've lived in several places in Kerala. I mean, this is unprecedented. When has a situation like this come where you have the people against the government? And there's been a left rule for the longest time.
Please remember, this is not against the government. This is only for Ayyappa. And 12 states are witnessing protests, including all the South Indian states. Yesterday we were in Delhi, Bombay, Gujarat, Punjab, and almost 5 different nations, including US, Africa, Europe, Kenya, places like Kenya, Australia, have witnessed such mass movements. So it's a great moment of unifying. We will absolutely be having a secular pluralistic framework. We have all the tribal brothers and sisters with us. So we are putting up a spirited fight, and we are only requesting 5-day time until the Supreme Court opens next. So please grant us that 5 days time. Until that point of time, we will be lying down on the road. We won't abuse anyone. We won't push away anyone. We won't let anybody even lay a finger on any of the young feminists who are trying to intrude. But at the same point of time, we will be requesting them to step on our chest and then only intrude into Sabarimala.
All right, we leave it at that. Rahul Easwar, thanks so much for joining us. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is covering that massive protest that has been organized by the BJP. Just take a look at the sea of people who have gathered in such huge numbers to participate in the protest. Nagarjun, about the BJP, they clearly have changed their stance. What suddenly has changed for them? I mean, at that time, they had hailed the Supreme Court's verdict. They called it a very progressive step. But today, we are seeing these scenes of protest with thousands of people gathering on the roads.
Well, only the BJP can answer that. In fact, that's a political decision that they have taken, is what they say, because they are charging an allegation against the Chief Minister that he is an atheist. Who is he to decide the faith of Hinduism or Hindu culture or the people of Hinduism? They are saying that it's the faith of Hindu people that has been hurt today because the state government is not pressurizing in terms of a review petition. That's the main problem that they are facing today. They say that it's an attack on the beliefs of people of Hindu. Let me just try talking to the leaders here. So the Chief Minister of Kerala has already welcomed the verdict. Sir, the Chief Minister of Kerala has welcomed the verdict. He says that it's a progressive verdict given by the Supreme Court.
No. It is government is only a trustee. Government is only to supervise the temple as intended by the temple worshippers. So they can act only as a trustee, keeping the interest of the bhaktas.
As you heard, they can't decide what the temple board has to do. The government is just a part of the trust board, is what they say. And also behind me is a sea of people, including both men and women from the BJP party. They have come out in huge numbers, and the march is also headed by women in small groups, in between. It's a sea of humanity, or sea of BJP flags here in Trivandrum. The roads are completely blocked here, and they are marching now to the Secretariat. It's around 4 kilometers from here. While they're marching, they're also chanting Ayyappa shlokas, Ayappa
Okay.
bhajans,
All
and that
right.
is how it's moving forward here.
Okay.
Till they go to the Secretariat, and that will be the end point there.
Okay, so keep a close watch. Nagarjan, I'll just come to you in a bit. I'm going to take a short break. We're going to leave our viewers with these visuals of the BJP protest going on in Thiruvananthapuram with thousands of Ayappa devotees on the streets today to voice their protest against the Supreme Court order. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a bit.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.